Alright, welcome to the Partners Life Dual Marshal briefing video. My name's Mark and I'm the course manager for the event and have been for the last 3 years now. So we thought we'd do an online video this time because we know everyone lives a busy life and it's hard to get to a certain place, especially somewhere in the city. So hopefully you'll get to see this online. So we're just going to keep it nice and short. We're not going to go on for too long because we'll give you another briefing on the day. We just want to make sure you know the basics, how to get there, what you're going to be doing on the day and things like that. So thanks very much for volunteering first and foremost. Whether you're from the Rangitoto Batch Owners Association and you've been supporting us from the start, thank you very much. Or if you're an MRT volunteer and you're just supporting the Restoration Trust, well done, good on you. Thanks for coming and donating your Saturday to help us out and to ultimately help them out with their progress there. We couldn't do this event without you, there's no doubt about it. It's a big old course and we need a lot of marshals, so we thank you for coming and helping us out. So what I'll do is the event's obviously going to take place on the 24th of March, that's a Saturday, 2018, and on Rangitoto and Motatapu Islands, and we basically use all tracks on both islands, so it's a big course and it's a very busy day. So I'm just going to flick the lights off and then we'll crack into a bit of a presentation. So event date, nice and easy. So what is it? It's a mountain biking event. It's the only time of the year you can mountain bike on Motatapu and Rangitoto Islands, so pretty neat. It's a triathlon as well. Nice and early triathlon. We've also got plenty of running and walking options. So obviously it's a sporting event. Harry Gulf Islands are pretty neat. From a lot of points on the course you can see the city or North Shore, so quite unique. And then obviously you go through there, you've got a mountain bike, 42k, 26, marathon, half marathon, 10k, 6k, and the triathlon. So we'll go to the next slide. So how do I get there? Now this is a key one, because a lot of you will be, if you're not coming over on the Friday, you'll be having an early start on the Saturday morning. So anyone who wants to can come over and camp on the Friday night ferry. So that departs at 7 p.m. It's from town, and then it'll be stopping at Devonport at 7:10. So that's anyone who wants to camp. That's free to camp. You just have to let us know. So reply to this email and let us know if you are going to be coming over on Friday and you do want a ticket on that boat. If not, you'll be on the Saturday morning ferry, nice and early. So that departs at 6 o'clock sharp. That's from town, and also 6:10 from Devonport. Have a look in the email. We'll put this a little bit clearer in the email as well, so you make sure you get to the right place at the right time. But it is sharp. You've got to be there nice and early, so make sure you sort of allow yourself plenty of time to find a park if you're driving, or just plenty of time to find the registration building. Because if you miss that ferry, you won't see us on the other side, and we won't be able to get you out to your marshal spot. So it's really important that you make that ferry. Otherwise, it makes things pretty challenging. So ferry tickets for both ways will be provided for you at the building, at the registration when you get there. There'll be clear instructions on where exactly you've got to go to get those tickets in the email that we'll send out with this video. So yeah, don't miss the boat basically, nice and clear. It's an early start, but then you can sort of chill out. You've got a nice ferry ride to the island, and then once you get there, we'll be sort of putting you into trucks, organising you, and then getting you out onto the course. So nice and easy start, nice and cruisy, just an early one. And then obviously you can see the transport options on the website there, www.thedual.co.nz, if you want to see those ferry times in a bit more detail. Now what you do when you get there, nice and easy, we'll put some signage up. So you have the ferry docks, you can see the dock there, and it's in Home Bay on Motatapu. And you just walk along the path there, you're following all the athletes, and there'll be some signage there that says base marshals, turn left, or course marshals, stay right. So if you're reading this, most likely you're a course marshal, and so you'll be staying right, basically going straight ahead, and you'll see a red shed, and that's where I'll be. I'll be there ready to meet you in the morning, and then we'll give you another briefing. We'll see who's going where, with who, and we'll put you into a car, and then we'll drive you out onto the course to your spot for the day. We'll also give you lunch, we'll give you another briefing, and then a high-vis vest, some bits and pieces will be there as well. So nice and easy, just follow the signage when you get to the island. The sun should be just popping its head up by then, so you should be able to see where you're going, and we'll put lights along anyway just in case. There's a bit of cloud cover. What do we bring? Not all of that, but these are the key things you want to bring. So you want to bring a charged cell phone, so make sure it's charged. It could be a big long day for some people, so we ask if you can sort of just keep it for event use as much as you can, rather than sort of videos and talking on Snapchat and whatnot. It's really your point of call and your point of contact between you and us throughout the day, so it's important that it's nice and charged and have plenty of battery life to last the day. Could be wet, could be sunny, we don't know yet, we're still a little bit too far out, so bring a waterproof jacket, bring plenty of warm clothes, it can get really chilly out there, and then bring a sun hat, sunscreen, because it could be sunny as well. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we get a nice beautiful sunny day, and it is nice. Footwear, some of you might be in some off-road locations, so it could be a little bit, if it has been raining a bit, it could be a bit muddy and a bit slippery, so bring some appropriate footwear, bring some hiking shoes if you've got them, or running or trail shoes if you haven't got hiking shoes. They'll be better than jandals. It'll be a bit tricky and it'll be a bit muddy and squishy day if you've got jandals on, so bring some appropriate footwear. Pen and paper is always handy if you can bring it, just jot down numbers or take anyone's name or whatnot. Some snacks, we'll be giving you a few things as I'll mention in the next slide, but bring some snacks. If you eat a lot like me, you'll need quite a bit to keep you going throughout the day. And then anything else you'd like, so you can bring a chair, you can bring a stool, you can bring a little beatbox, some music, you can bring a costume, you can bring whatever you like, as long as it will fit on the, within reason. And anything to sort of make your day more comfortable, you're welcome to bring it. What do you get? So some of the stuff you'll get in the morning at the red shed when you meet me there. So Marshal maps, nice and easy. We've made some new ones this year as well. You get a course point diagram, which has, we'll explain that on the morning in a bit more detail. The emergency and incident communication protocols. Incident report form, that's just for filling out if you do see an incident or an accident or even a near miss, so we know about it. Feedback form, you can let us know how we can make the event better and how we can better support you in the future. And then a lunch, so there'll be a filled roll, some snacks, a piece of fruit. So there'll be a bit of food there, but if you do eat a lot, like I say, bring a bit extra, and bring a water bottle if you've got one as well. We'll supply a few and we'll supply as much water and loaded as you need, but if you bring some, it makes our life a little bit easier. Yes, that's what you'll be getting. What do you do? So, some people will be manning aid stations, which we'll give you a briefing on the morning at that particular spot, so you know what you're doing. So we won't make it too confusing just now, but it's just a matter of filling cups really. And one side of the table will be water, just filling cups with water, and the other side will be filling cups with loaded, which is an isotonic sort of electrolyte sports drink. So nice and easy. There'll be a first aid kit there. Some aid stations will have bananas and lollies, others won't. But we'll brief you and we'll tell you exactly how that works on the morning, and we'll help you set it up as well. Some people will just be directing marshals, so it'll just be a matter of sort of putting out your arm and pointing them this way, and also just cheering them on and sort of giving them a bit of encouragement. A bit of a pep talk. So most of you will be doing that, some will be on aid stations. And those are really the only two positions that will be happening out there. This is the Marshal map book I talked about earlier. So these now sort of show all courses. This is on Rangitoto, so you can just get an idea there. Those are basically all the tracks on Rangitoto that we're using there. And so that's the 42 mounted bike, the 26 mounted bike, they do a big loop, and then you've got the run courses do a slightly smaller loop through the middle. So you get one of these in the morning, and we'll show you exactly where you are on that map and how you can contact us during the day if you need to, and things like that. Here's the course point descriptions. It's a bit hard to read, I know, but again, we'll highlight exactly where you are, and what it simply has on the right there is just a description of what you'll be doing at your spot, maybe who goes where, and then just a course point which we'll explain on the day. Emergency protocol, so we'll talk through this on the day as well in the briefing, but really that's me at the top, Mark Fordham, course manager. I'll be your first point of call. Sometimes it's better to text than to call. Reception is pretty good on the islands, but there are a couple of places on Rangitoto and on the northern end of Motutapu where it's a little bit hard to get reception. So in that case, send a text, and much easier. That's where your phone comes in handy. So a nice charged cell phone. And then there's other people on there. We'll have course medics, we'll have plenty of course crews, so there's a lot of people roaming around throughout the day supporting you and making sure you're okay and giving you enough information. So, course signage, this is what the participants will be following. I just thought I'd show you an example, so you sort of know. Helps as well when you get to your spot, you can look at the signs and think, oh, okay, marathon goes this way, 26 mountain bike goes that way, clear as day. And then, yeah, pretty straightforward for the participants. We've tried to make it as easy as we can. And that's the course signage. There'll also be a few sort of red arrows on white core flute and a bit of blue Total Sport tape hanging from trees and things like that. Sometimes we use that as a barrier, which means don't go past, which is either along the ground or along at waist height. But if it's hanging from a tree, that means follow the blue tape. Okay, emergencies and incidents. So really just stop, don't place yourself in danger, don't panic if something does happen. Try to communicate with the person if you can and just reduce the risk. So that might be as simple as someone's fallen off their mountain bike coming down a steep hill and the person's off the track but the bike's still in the middle of the track. Just get the bike off the track first and foremost, so then there's no one else is going to hit that bike. It's pretty self-explanatory, but just stop and just take your time and think about it before you do these things. And just follow the emergency protocol. So that was the list of people to call, who to contact, and just tell them what's happened. And then assist, if you can, with basic first aid, if you're capable. So we'll have a lot of medics roaming around, a team on Rangitoto, and also a team on Motutapu, and the team at the event base. So it shouldn't take long for us to get to an accident, should it happen. There's plenty of ways for you to contact us, but just stop, take your time, and just go through those things in your head if something does happen at your spot. Once you're relieved for the day, so that means once the last person has come through your spot, most important thing is don't leave until you've been told the last person has been through. It's a little bit confusing sometimes because the last participants, the stragglers, and some people are struggling a bit, could be half an hour, could be longer between participants, so you sort of get the feeling that it's all done and dusted, everyone's been through, but there is someone back there who needs your support, needs you to tell them which way to go, or they need some drink at an aid station or some lollies or a bit of pep talk or something. So just wait until we'll have Taily and Charlies and high-vis vests, so they'll tell you, yep, I'm the last person, that's it, you're done and dusted. Some people you'll have to wait for us to come and collect you anyway, and we'll be roaming around in troop carriers, and we'll come and pick you up as soon as you're done, as soon as that Taily and Charlie's been through your spot. Post-event activities, or festivities, so there's a band and things on at the finish line, so we'll take you all down to the finish line. Motutapu Restoration Trust will hook you up with a voucher and a bit of food and things to get you going, but just hang around for a bit, enjoy the food, enjoy the music. There's a couple of big bands coming this year, country theme this year, and then the ferries will be heading back to Devonport in Auckland, so that's from around midday. So some people will be finished by then, others won't be finished until a lot later in the day, depending on where you're positioned. But they go right through to 7 PM, so you've got plenty of time. And you know, if you do want, you can stay. You can actually camp on Saturday night as well and enjoy the music. The music's finished about 6 or 6:30 anyway, so you probably are better to catch that ferry. But if you want to stay for a nice peaceful night, go for a bit of Kiwi watching, you can stay. And there's also a midday ferry on Sunday if you do decide to stay. So, you know, if you're going to make a weekend of it and stay the Friday and Saturday night, you're more than welcome to. It's free camping. And then, yeah, we'll just have to just let us know, and we'll get you a wristband for the ferry back. Last but not least, have fun. As I said before, it's country themed this year, so we'll have a hat for you, big country hat to wear. And if you've got any costumes or country themed outfits at home, bring them along. And sort of the more fun you have, the more fun the day will be. It sounds stupid, but that's basically it. If you stand there and you sort of like, you don't clap or you don't cheer anyone, it's going to be a long and pretty miserable day, especially if it's raining. But if you'll cheer people on and give them a bit of a pep talk, and they'll get you going and they'll give it back, and because they're all high on endorphins and whatnot. So have fun with it. As I say, bring some music if you've got some. You can bring a chair, you can just have a good time and cheer people on. It'll be a much more fun experience for both the participants and for you guys, so that's much better. Now if you are going to catch, just if you could just reply to the email and just that we send out, and just let us know if you are going to catch that ferry back on the, that ferry over for the camping on the Friday night. We just need to know numbers for that one. And also if you are going to stay for the Saturday night and catch the Sunday midday ferry, that's another ferry that gets pretty full as well. So if you are going to camp for either of those nights and you are going to go on one of those ferries, just let us know. Or if you're going on Saturday morning, just let us know that as well. It's always helpful so we know who's going on which ferry, so we sort of know the capacity. But yeah, that's all. Thanks for watching. Have a good time. Just remember you'll be seeing me at the Red Shed in the morning, and I look forward to seeing you there. Cheers.